Toby Allen Cocker with ABC, hitting coordinator for the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm going to take a look at your video today. I'm going to let it run through a couple times. I like your setup, very athletic. You have a little Sammy Sosa step back load, which is a good load. The main thing that we want to keep in mind about the load is we want to keep it under control. We want to keep it slow enough that there's not a lot of moving parts and the head moves. We want that load to get us into a good position and have ample enough time to be able to see the ball and get very good pitch recognition. So that's basically the purpose of the load. We're going to take a look now that when you do load up and you load onto the backside, or load into the backside I should say, there are some things we want to keep in mind. We don't want this knee stacking over the back foot, and you're pretty close right here. We want that weight in a load. We want it loading to the inside part of this back leg. The main reason for that is when we load onto the backside, meaning all the weight would be on top of the thigh right here, what happens is we either have a tendency to just sit on that back leg and spin, or we have a tendency to push forward and push up. And either way, we don't want to get on top of that back leg, because we need to be able to transfer weight into the front side. So I'm going to run it forward here to the foot down position. When that foot gets down, basically what we're looking for at this point in time now is we're looking for equal bend in both knees. Okay, I want as much bend in this knee as I have in this knee. We want to make sure that both of these knees are inside feet, that we want our hips to be square, we want our shoulders to be square, and we want the hands to be at least shoulder height. We want them separated outside the back knee. We want this head sitting in a good attacking position over the belt buckle. Okay, I'll run it forward one more click. When this foot fully gets down onto the ground, now what we're gonna take a real close look at is this stride foot. Okay, and we don't want the stride foot right here. We don't want it any more open than 45 degrees. You're at 54, slightly too much open, and what happens is when that stride foot opens up beyond 45, this hip starts to open up a little bit early, okay, and it starts what we call just flying open towards the pull side. That causes us to be a little bit quick. It causes our hands to cast out around our body. It's kind of a sweeping in and out of the strike zone type of swing. Ideally what we want is this foot right here to 45, and then we want the back knee to transfer weight into this inside part of this front leg, and that'll keep the hands closer into the body as opposed to this knee spinning out and around this front side. And that's basically all caused with this stride foot. If the stride foot opens too much, that in turn is going to cause the hip to want to fly open and alter our path to the baseball. Our hands will cast out. We can handle the ball thigh high, middle half in, pitches away, any type of breaking balls, change-ups. It's going to be tough for us to stay on those balls and hit through those balls with that type of bat path. And again, basically it's this stride foot. So when we set that stride foot down at 45, that's going to keep this hip line a little bit more square right here. And now we can start the swing with the backside and get it working into the front side. Okay, we'll take it forward just a little bit more. We'll see the hands starting to work out away from our body a little bit. The barrel of the bat is outside of our hands right now. And again, we get to contact, and we're palm up, palm down at this particular point, which is a good, strong position to be in. We have the head and eyes looking down the barrel of the bat at contact, and that's good discipline to know that whenever the head and eyes come up, the swing essentially is over. The barrel of the bat is going to follow the head and eyes. So we want to get into a good habit of keeping the head and eyes there for at least a count after contact. But as we go forward into contact and then release, we see the hands really start putting that barrel around our body. Again, in and out of the zone just a little bit too quickly. So what I'd like to see you do as a training tool is go ahead and use the load that you like. That's a good load, but we just want to make sure that when we load that we don't get that knee on top of that back foot. We want that knee inside the back foot. So when we get into this position, we'll feel weight in here instead of on top of this leg. Okay? Then as we start to go forward and we get down to this foot down position, you know, this foot right here is more at a 45-degree angle in this area, and that's going to keep that front hip in there just a little bit longer. Okay? That's going to give you the ability to handle pitches on both sides of the plate. The best way to work on something like this is just set T, put it out here on the outer third of the plate, set it just off your stride foot, maybe slightly inside, okay, and then just work on getting into that good loaded position where you have the good balance, good bend in both knees, and you have that stride foot no more open than 45. This is going to allow you to transfer weight into the inside part of this front leg right in here, and that's going to keep the barrel of the bat on the ball and then extending through the ball, and that's going to allow you for, again, more plate coverage, a better ability to handle off-speed pitches and adjust. So that would be my suggestion, Toby. I think it will help you. Want to wish you luck.